Eirik Lindebjerg is the World Wildlife Fund's International Global Plastics Policy Manager. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Welcome back, Eirik. So, very disappointing, no meaningful progress once again. What are the main sticking points, do you think?
I think the main sticking point is probably that a few countries are not ready to accept any binding measures to stop plastic pollution and are blocking a treaty from being adopted. It's the question of whether the treaty should also include the entire life cycle of plastics and have direct measures such as bans and phase-outs on the most problematic types of plastic products and materials.
Now, we know that plastic is a big problem, but how much has it been worsening in the past years?
Plastic pollution is one of the most rapidly growing and accelerating global environmental crisis. We now see plastic pollution in all marine ecosystems on the planet, and we see it also rapidly affecting other environments such as human bodies as well. So we are about to be surrounded by plastics and living in a plastics world where microplastic and plastics is becoming a problem almost everywhere.
And how do these talks now move forward, and where is anti-pollution leadership coming from?
What gives a lot of hope, despite the huge disappointment yesterday, is indeed the leadership that is coming from all over the world, Latin American countries, African countries, small island developing states, Europe as a whole, really pushing hard for a treaty, a strong and effective treaty on plastic pollution. And I think actually what we saw here in Geneva is that almost all countries in the world were ready to move ahead with that. Now, then the determining factor is there a readiness among that overwhelming majority to now move ahead with a treaty that might end up leave behind a couple of those few who still want to block a deal.
And what is the responsibility of the private sector, the active producers and consumers, the users of plastic?
We need to reduce the unnecessary use of plastics, and as a consumer, you know, that's a good guidance. Try to use as little plastics as possible, and demand and support both the private sector and government in taking measures to reduce the use and phase out the types of plastics that we definitely don't need and that are only causing problems to the environment and to human health.